Hello, good morning. It is day 3. It's Saturday morning. I woke up around 7:30, got some things done in the cabin. Now it is 8:30 on the ship, 7:30 Central in Cozumel. I know we've docked because I could feel the shaking from the azapods when you basically parallel park on the pier. And then if you're ever not sure if you've docked, you can also turn on the TV. I don't have it turned on, but there is the forward-facing live stream. I'm gonna go walk and do a normal morning. Nothing's open in Mexico before 9-10 a.m. Certainly if you wanted to go find somewhere to have breakfast tacos and beer, you could, but if I just want to walk around, check out stores, check out the area, get some lunch, doesn't make sense to get off at what is 7:30 Central. Let's go walk and then we'll go get some breakfast.
This is by using the staircases and elevators near the windjammer and the main dining room. Please remember to bring your seatbelt card and any photo ID when proceeding ashore, as the Royal Caribbean Bourbon cannot be used on the ground. Cozumel is 1 hour behind the ship's time. Electronic devices will change automatically to local time. Please make sure to ensure to always follow our ship's time, as our current time is 8:48 a.m. Due to local agricultural regulations, no types of food, drinks, plants, seashells, balls, flowers, and rocks are allowed to be removed to or from the ship. Today, our all-aboard time is 6 p.m. ship's time. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your day in Cozumel, Mexico. Muy buenos días, damas y caballeros, y bienvenidos.
Walking for about 50 minutes, and this is where the whole time zone thing comes up, because I know I've been walking for 45 minutes and it's my phone and my Fitbit are showing almost 8:30, but I bet if I walk by an analog clock on the promenade deck, it's gonna show 9:30. This is exactly what I was talking about. It is not 8:30 Central. I mean, it is, but the ship time has remained 9:30 Eastern. flying into Cozumel. I have my runners on. I have my bag turned around. I'm gonna pick up a towel in the gangway and see what we get up to today. One, please. Thank you so much. We're gonna go down there is downtown. It's about 4 kilometers. Going back to the ship. It is 1:10 Central, 2:10 Eastern ship time. So it'll be almost 3 o'clock by the time I get to the ship because GPS says we are at least 3 kilometers to the Atlantis submarine, which is outside of the cruise ship port terminal. Back online. It is around 4:30 Central, 5:30 ship time Eastern. I got back on board around 3:30, had a shower, rolled into bed. I was going to go down and get a slice of pizza at Sorrento's, but they were having one of their parades at 4:45, which it's probably now done and they're cleaning it up. But either way, I need to get something salty for sure because of how much I am dehydrated from walking 20,000 steps today in 87% humidity. Let's start off by, I need to go return my wet towel. I need to get some sort of salty chip. If the Taco Loco is too crowded, maybe we'll go to the Diamond Lounge and get some crackers and cheese. But I need something salty for sure, and I need a beverage to keep up with the rehydration. So let's go on upstairs and see what that looks like. Went upstairs, got my snack, read my magazine, watched the Toronto FC game versus Miami because Miami is sponsored in part by Royal Caribbean. That was on the poolside TV. Then we were delayed leaving. There were no pier runners, but there was definitely some shenanigans in terms of delay. Like there was no urgency in leaving, but they also didn't page for anyone. So we left. Then I moved up to the Crown Lounge. Wasn't really interested in any of the snack food. Didn't have a coffee either. I had just had a mudslide. Then it got too dark to read by about 8. Went to the buffet. Read a magazine, just dropped those off at the library, walked along the promenade, and it was definitely ramping up for the evening. It's Saturday night. People are, it's cruise for a long weekend, so it's going to be a late night. I just cashed in the rest of my Diamond vouchers for bottled water, grabbed some ice. I'm just going to basically set up my device on the internet and then read my book and go to bed. I definitely will say, even as much as I've cruised on a short cruise, you kind of feel YOLO, like, oh my gosh, I should do this. Oh my gosh, I should do that. There's only a day left. Tomorrow's the last day. Anyway, I am going to go to bed. I will catch up with you tomorrow after my emergency CPO class. So I have a client who has a job interview on Monday. This doesn't happen too often, but I will say it happens at least once a year where we get somebody for whom money is no object. They need this certification. I'm not suggesting I gouge them, but I would not otherwise do a private CPO fusion for someone unless they have a very legitimate reason. The most famous one that always comes to mind was a gentleman I had during the pandemic who was retiring in like 10 or 12 days, but he found out if he had a CPO certificate on file with HR before his retirement, he would actually go up a pay band, like a full pay band of his retirement pay in perpetuity with his municipality. So in that situation, we do apply a private surcharge fee for my time, but I am also a reasonable person that the CPO certificate needs to happen. So I'll be doing that tomorrow morning, and then I'll catch up with you after. Just wanted to show this because people have asked. you get your free day of internet. I select 1 day or a discount from multiple days, multiple devices, and then it zeroes out down here for 24 hours. So you do have to make a profile, you do have to go and buy it, but then it will zero out for 24 hours.